Hey guys, it's Hey Dude. I guess I wanted to come back on here and do a video talking about the Simpsons Movie 2 possibly being made. I'm like, okay. It's been almost, fucking 20 years. Well, actually 18. But I was like, what the fuck? Like, this movie I've not seen in so long, and it's like, years later, it's finally getting a sequel. People can argue that it took a while for the first movie to come out, after the show started. But it's just like, again, like, they had their window. I'm like, why are they just now making a sequel? It's like, I don't know. I guess I had to literally look up to see if, Marge's voice actress died, or I guess she hadn't died, but I guess it was the Spanish voice actress for Marge in Latin America passed away at the age of 81 back in June of 2024, which rest in peace to her. But I would imagine that, most of the voice actors and actresses are gonna come back, like Nancy Cartwright and Dan Castellaneta or something, which he was the voice of Homer in the series, and Hank Azaria or something. Which, that guy, I mean, I did not realize voiced Eddie Brock in the 90s Spider-Man series that ran on Fox Kids for a little bit until it got canceled with the cliffhanger. Which, I mean, I'll admit, Hank Azaria, in my opinion, is like a really, really good voice actor. I think he did Moe's Tavern or something like that also. I even also had to mention this. I guess Nancy Cartwright, who voices Maggie and Bart in the show, I swear I did not know this until I found out. I literally looked it up or something. I guess I didn't just find out, but I've known for a little bit. But I guess she's actually the aunt of, or I guess she's related to Sabrina Carpenter, the singer that's been popular for some time right now. I was like, what? I didn't even know who Sabrina Carpenter was her niece. I had no fucking idea. Like, that's kind of nuts. But again, aside from all that, I guess now I kind of now almost forget that 20th Century Studios is now a thing. So it's like, what do they? It's kind of weird because that's what 20th Century Fox is now, just without the Fox and the Fox branding in it. And I'm like, God damn it, like, I miss 20th Century Fox, because it's like, even though people might say they put out really terrible movies, which I didn't personally hate at all. I mean, people could try to tell me until they're fucking blue in the goddamn face, but most of the movies I grew up with that 20th Century Fox has made, like Everyone's Hero, fucking Garfield and Bill Murray, well, I'll say Daredevil from 2003. I mean, Alvin and the Chipmunks, it's like, I don't know, I had some really lot of, really good memories as a kid watching those type of movies, and it's like, I almost totally forgot that I think they had the company FX, if I'm correct? Not to mention Blue Sky Studio, which that makes kind of sense why that, they stopped making movies. Even Lucasfilm, I think, Disney owns Lucasfilm now, and yeah, they're probably running the whole joint, because, it's funny how people say 20th Century Fox is like Disney now. It's like, Disney is just basically doing what 20th Century Fox did, just trying to monopolize and buy out everything. It's like, bro, give it a fucking rest. But I don't know. I remember the movie took place where they were literally spending time in a cabin in Alaska, trying to avoid everything that happened in Springfield because he caused that shit by dumping a tank in a lake or something. And then he saves the world from the shit he caused. I'm like, it's like, I don't know. It's funny how he becomes the hero just from literally stopping whatever it is he caused because they put a fucking glass dome over the, majority of the city. And then the movie just basically ends with, Marge and Homer literally just, you know, doing the whole, you know, again, I don't know why, it just kind of reminds me like some sort of princess and prince type of thing where they literally start kissing at the end, or just, I don't know, gives off a very fairy tale like vibe or something. I'll admit that ending, I forgot how good it was. Even when I watch it, I'm like, holds up pretty damn well. Like, it really does. Like, people can tell me there was a lot of things wrong with the movie, but, you know, that ending was actually pretty damn good in my opinion. Which people say could have been a really good ending to the whole entire franchise, which it could have been if they didn't continue the show, I mean, the same way they did with SpongeBob, even after they made that movie, but whatever, I guess. Another thing I don't know how the hell they got away with is literally having Bart literally skateboarding nude, or naked, however you want to say it, and him just literally face planting on the window with Ned Flanders being like, winger, or penis. I'm afraid to even say that, I'm sorry. And then they will have him fucking just getting drunk and drinking whiskey, and he's like, I'll stop, and then he really straight up says, I'll stop tomorrow, and then his mom Marge is like, you'll stop right now. I'm like, alright, then? Like, not to mention, it almost kind of comes off like, maybe Homer felt a little bit bad about dumping that toxic waste or that canister in the lake, but it just comes off like he just doesn't care all that much. Maybe I'm wrong. And it just like, I also don't know how they literally got away with, even in the show, literally having Homer just choke the shit out of Bart, his son. I'm like, it's like, was he supposed to be this unlikable? Like, again, I really do have to ask that question. I don't know how the hell he really does that to his own kid. Another thing I also completely forgot about, I guess I somehow remembered, even though before I looked it up, was Albert Brooks voiced Russ Sergel or something. I'm like, oh. I mainly remember Albert Brooks for, you know, his, you know, animated role in, you know, Disney Pixar's Finding Nemo. I'm like, that movie I loved a ton when I was a kid. Yeah, I even still do after, you know, 22 years of being out by now. Like, bro, that movie was like my fucking childhood, but still, I don't know if I guess there isn't really a confirmed story because it literally just got announced literally, I guess, yeah, today. So it's like, I can't even really say if I know what the fucking story is, because I'm not literally the people really making the movie. So it's like, again, like, all I'm gonna say is I hope it's just as good as the first movie. I'm not gonna have any hopes. Hope it's not gonna just be another throwaway excuse of a Disney branded movie where it's just like, you know, Disney doesn't really seem like they care all that much about making an actual good movie, but they just care about making money instead. Because we all know Disney cares about monopolizing everything. I mean, the poster doesn't look bad. It kind of like, you know, they just took the fucking donut from the, you know, I don't know, it kind of gives off some sort of like a coffee-like vibe, I guess, but I guess I was just a little surprised that this movie's coming out, so I guess leave a comment down below if you guys want to subscribe, share, see you guys later. Peace out.